Hi, everyone. Hi, Diane, Beverly. Hi, Kitty, Debbie, Judy, Kathy, Patsy, Carrie, Katie, Corinne. Hi, everybody. Welcome.
Hi, guys. We're here. Welcome. Welcome to YouTube.
Welcome to YouTube.
Or YouTube.
YouTube. What you got there, Joan?
Guess what's back in stock?
What is this?
This is the Platinum edition of the TL 2010.
Okay, now they can see.
Is it our only one?
No.
Well, how many do we have?
Well, we got in 10. 3 are already sold. I don't know why I'm struggling with this needle threader.
Oh, no.
Just lick the thread and stick it in the hole.
Okay.
What's going on here?
Gonna do it the old-fashioned way. And just thread the needle. Bring my bobbin thread up too. Okay. Now we're in business.
So that could be a service.
Oh, I didn't get Judy's email.
Oh, well, I'll go find it. Hi, Nancy. Hi, Vicky. Pictures back. Everything good, everyone? You can see us. Amy, welcome.
As usual, I'm
Karen.
still getting set up. There we go.
Remember when we made those out of towels? You do one this way and two down that one.
So,
Well, apparently we have a really good giveaway for you tonight. And we have, I know I told you that we were going to get the MS Textiles fabrics in. They're here. So, I know. So we're having a fabric sale tonight. So you'll want to stay tuned for that. We are Quilters HQ, Windmill Sewing Center, and Sewing Machines Express. The websites are quiltershq.com, windmillsewingcenter.com, and QHQ2.com. And so we did our show last week from Sewing Machines Express. We had a lot of fun with manager Stacy. So she's pretty adorable, isn't she?
She is.
So.
Nothing like us old hags. Speak for thyself.
There's going to be a fight.
No fight. Yeah.
Okay, no fight yet. So we do have some announcements to make about the show. We've got 4 new classes, I think, at the KC Regional Quilt Festival. And Jackie Gearing is teaching another one. 2 of them were sold out. So if you are on the waiting list for a class, go sign up. So they will sell out again. One of them was quilting with a walking foot. That was...
Hot off the press. Hot off the press.
Thank you.
News.
I felt like the Pony Express guy.
What was the little noise that they used to make in the background? Yeah, that one.
Here, pause for a sec. I'm gonna do something really quick.
Okay.
Just one.
Okay. I thought that only happened at my house.
Right, I don't know. Probably not.
Are we going?
Are we going?
Just trying to fix this weird lagginess. That's it.
Are we on?
Okay, yeah, we're not. Let me turn it back off. I'm gonna do this. It'll take 1 second. I'm gonna switch it to the lower.
Oh.
Ghostbusters!
Joan's sewing room. Hi, Lana. We back and going here.
Should be.
I think
There
we
we go.
need to tell them about the store ghost. I think so too.
That is kind of an interesting story. It was kind of strange this morning.
I think that's Robert's story.
That was kind of an interesting thing.
Yeah. So is everybody here? Everything's good? Give us a thumbs up or something. Cheers.
That's fine.
Don't everyone talk at once.
Yeah, you just can't see the comments
Okay.
right now.
So we came in this morning,
Get
and
around here so they can see you.
we came in. Let me get around. So we came in this morning.
We've heard that part
I
before.
feel like the home improvement thing, you know, the guy across the fence, but I'm across the sewing
What
machine.
was his name?
Mr. Wilson.
Mr. Wilson.
So
That was his name.
Anyway, we came in this morning, and we had left last night, turned everything off, and we do our normal stuff, close up the shop, lock the doors, turn the lights off, and everything else. And in one of the main aisleways, I mean, we walk through there all the time, so we know it wasn't there. And we came in this morning, and there were 2 spools of white thread randomly in the middle of the aisle. Very random, right? I mean, they weren't next to each other, they weren't standing up or anything. And we both looked at each other like, that's kind of strange. I know those weren't there yesterday. So we have cameras, of course. And so we went and watched the cameras, and sure enough, they weren't there when we left, you know, when there's still daylight. But sure enough, sometime in the night, there's 2 spools of white thread in the middle of the aisle.
Well, and tell them that if they shop here, they know the spools fit under
Yeah.
A wire.
a wire or a bar.
Yeah, they're really hard to
jiggle
get
off.
out of there. I mean, they're not easy to get out of there. I mean, you kind of have to
Lift up a little
yeah, you
bit.
have to lift up a little bit to get the spool out. So it's really odd.
So you gonna leave your cameras on at night now?
They are on,
They're
but
always on, but
it's dark in here. You can't really
yeah,
see.
it's pretty hard to see.
So
But
Poltergeist.
it's interesting. So we got a friendly neighborhood.
We hope friendly, because we haven't found anything else that's
Nah, we've
missing
never had
or-
anything. But that was odd, you know. So did we have an earthquake in the middle of the night and it jarred 2 spools loose?
only of the white.
Only of
Well,
those 2
only
white
the
ones.
white.
That's
Well,
right.
that one they could see to step around.
That's right. So that's our interesting story for the day.
Yeah, it was kind of bizarre, but
It was.
you know, we're walking down the hallway because we always come in the store from the back, and so we're just walking down, and you can see almost all the way to the front of the store when you're walking in, and it's like, well, that's kind of weird. We both said the same thing. That's kind of weird.
There's 2 spools of white randomly
like,
on the
huh.
floor. So
And then you're like, well, did we get
Oh.
robbed? The alarms didn't go off last night.
Kitty, that's what we immediately thought. And it was kind of, yeah, Elvis is back. That's right. He needed white thread to
There
sew
you
his
go.
suit.
There
He
you
was
go.
some sequins looser.
There you
Something.
go.
Don't know.
Pick up the color of the month. Well, what is? Yeah, might be trying to get
There is
color
a
of the
new
month a
color
little
of the
early.
month,
Hi, Amber.
but it was embroidery thread. It's a different kind of rack, so it's just
Hi, John.
odd.
Yeah,
Okay,
it was
so
strange.
back to the classes. We'll put our ghost stories aside. So I'll let you know if anything else happens, though, because we'll post it. I'll take pictures next time.
Yeah, there we go.
We could be the haunted quilt shop.
Woohoo! Put us on the list.
There you go. Start saving the stories for October
Yeah.
or November.
Oh,
Yeah.
Somebody mentioned that it is Star Wars Day today.
Star
So
Wars.
we're
Interesting.
May
passing
the
into the dark
4th be
side.
with you.
Yeah.
May the 4th be with you.
The 4th?
May the 4th.
Fourth,
May the 4th.
you know.
May the 4th be
I
with
thought you
you.
were just listening. When did that happen, Joe?
Happens all the time. So Jackie Gearing has 2 new classes, Kansas City Regional Quilt Festival. One of them is the creative quilting with your walking foot. You'll be sewing hopefully on Bernina 770s. And then Kate Quinn has added another Westerly's Fantasy Feathers. Both of those classes sold out. And so now there's 20 new seats again. So don't wait to sign up. And then Jackie's adding small improvisational studies. Something new and very creative.
Very cool.
So sign up for those.
And you know, we're going to do something special for all the viewers that can't come, right? So we'll do a little bit of some preview, take you around to some of the booths, things like that. If you guys want to see, since some of you are not here in this area, and you can vicariously live through us.
You know they're gonna make you their personal shopper.
I know. Here, pick this up. Get this.
Be like,
How come
Robert,
that's
grab
not
one
in my
of
bag?
Grab one of those for me.
And I'm happy to do it.
Okay. Do we have any show and tells?
Sort of.
We have the stuff that
That from Vicky.
Vicky made
Yeah,
today.
sort of a
We
show and
got some
tell.
new things in,
Yeah.
and
Well, like creative stuff. So I can't reach from all the way over there. These are trivets. What did she put in between them?
she said she glued the backing on. But
Okay.
I don't know. This is
The hot fix.
yeah.
So this, I didn't grab the most important part.
There's some truth in that.
These are nature patchwork. So this is designed to be a quilt. This is from Anita Good Design. And so Vicky sewed these out today on the embroidery machine, and she made trivets. And they're really
I think
cute.
they're beautiful. I love those colors.
Yeah, I think she did really good. I think these probably
The
fit in
machine
her.
did really nice work too.
Well, she actually used two machines. She used the multi-needle for one, and then she used the embroidery only. Here, let me set these down so you can get a better view. And she used a nice complementary color on that one with the pink. That is super cool. So she used the Elna 830 to do a couple of them, and then she used the Tajima to do a couple of the other ones. And then she finished them off with this really nice finished edge on the Bernina, the L830, no, L890.
What kind of stitch did she use?
Is it a satin or a?
On the serger, she used the rolled hem.
Yeah,
Rolled hem.
I was trying to come up with that.
You put me on the spot. I was trying to come up with it too. But really did a nice job with those. So we have one of these. This CD is $69.95. So if anybody wants that, make it mine. You need an embroidery machine to use it. Does come with all the formats, and I think it's really clever that she did something original, made trivets out of them instead of just, making the quilt. So very
You
cool.
can make artwork for your wall.
You
I really
could.
like that top one.
I do too.
The
That's
top
my
one is
favorite.
very, very cool. So that's our show and tell. And she used the free fuse, which is awesome stuff. We'll have to do a special episode or a demo on this one day. We did it before, but we'll do it again. Okay, so let's start with our block. It's kind of hard to see it because our printer is out of ink.
Did we say who we were?
We did.
You opened with the addresses and the phone number? I missed all of that.
We didn't give the address. We just gave the website.
Oh, okay.
So this is the block, and it looks kind of blue on the printout, but it's actually jade is the color. If I didn't,
Let's see the fabric.
the fabric. is
Nice,
super
beautiful.
cool. Okay, well those two go
Yeah,
together.
they go together really well.
This is going to be a beautiful quilt. So, pattern is out there to download. I think. I didn't test it. So let us know if you downloaded it already.
Yeah, tell us if
So-
you download the pattern.
So this little part right here, there is no die, but you could use the 1.5 inch strip die, or you could use the 3.5 inch strip die to make it. But if you don't have either one, I'm going to show you a little bit of a cheat to do it too. So let's get started.
Sheets.
I cheat everywhere I can. So, this is die number 1 from the 6-inch cube. And again, I have to measure. The die is exactly 3.5, so I'm going to cut a 4-inch strip out of both of these fabrics. Get that out of the way. Those are lined up pretty well. I'm just gonna maybe a little bit bigger than 4 inches because I'm going by my salvage right down here on the bottom to measure, and you can see my fabric is just a little bit crooked, and I kind of want to be on the straight grain, so I'm going to cut it like 4 1/4.
If the pattern's there, Nancy has verified.
Okay, good.
Thank you, Nancy.
I was trying to remember if I hit save. when I loaded it. Okay, so we need 5 of the blue, or the green. I'm looking at the pattern and saying blue, of the jade. So I'm just going to fold these over because I know I can get 4. Okay. And then I'm going to take my other strip because I can cut 6 layers, and I'm going to cut 2 more of those. And this is the cheat part. 2 extra squares. Turn it so that my salvage is the right direction. Spin that through.
Probably a mouse. That's funny.
A
One
mouse?
viewer had commented, probably a mouse.
Well,
Up knocking spools off.
we will have to punish our exterminator company. And then we need, so we don't need any of the black on this die, but we need 8 of this piece right here, this little tiny, this is a 1.5 by 3.5 inch strip. Okay. And so we need 8 of those. So I'm going to cut 4 of these. Okay. Is everybody with me so far? Thumbs up if you are.
Hey, Jody.
Okay. And so we're done with that. And so I'm really going to carefully just pick up all of my waste right there. Can move this out of the way. And I'm going to pick up these 4. Well, I did mess them up a little bit, so. But let me just get them stacked nice and tidy again. And then with my ruler, I'm going to cut 1.5 inch strips. And then guess what? I'm going to have all 8 of my 3.5 by 1.5 strips just right there, and there's going to be a 1/2 inch left over.
Is that a magic ruler?
It is a magic ruler. We do need a new blade for this.
Oh yeah, you reminded me to change that. Oops.
So there's my 8 strips of that, and then I'm going to take, we needed 4, let me look at my pattern, make sure I'm right, 4 pieces of the jade.
Lots of thumbs up.
For the, oh, I do need that one. Again, so I need 1 more of those. Can only cut 6 layers, so I need 1 more block of that. Weak wrist. And so just gonna lay that right on there like that. And so it's just a real easy, you know, if it saves you 1 cut with the rotary cutter, it's worth it. Get these lined up pretty straight. Line these up again. And there are all of my strips for that. Super easy.
I just can't wait to see what some of the quilts look like. You know, the people that are sewing along.
Oh,
It's gonna
yeah.
be so cool.
Yeah, I can't wait either. I think they're going to be just really super cool. So back to sewing on this machine. This is the PE 2020. So the thing that you get with this one is you get all the extra feet and the really cool retro paint job. So we're going to piece all of these pieces together, and then we're going to press our seams with our tool and then sew the other side on. And then it's just a really simple 9-patch. Yep. I always get in the habit of sewing with a 1.8 millimeter stitch, because if I have to go back, say I was chain piecing strips together, because you could do that, sew 1.5-inch strips together and then cut them again. And I'm not quite threaded right here. There we go. I always sew with a 1.8 millimeter stitch length, because if you have to cut those strips apart and you're cutting across your stitches, the 1.8 millimeters is going to keep your pieces from coming apart. So,
Tip.
are we doing the same special on this machine again?
Sure.
Do you remember what it was?
No.
It was $100 off the price. It's $15.99, I think, is the price on it.
14.
So we were selling those for $14.99, and we have, as of right now, we have 7 of these left, and then that's it. They're gone for good.
Probably won't have them again.
We won't be able to get them again.
It's a nice smooth sound to it.
It does.
We just wanted to honor kind of what we did for you before, and
Yep.
you know, some of them went on back order, and so.
So if you want one of these fantastic machines, comment, make it mine.
Yeah, Amber, we did. So we got the back orders in on them.
Yep.
So
Everybody
know anybody that
should've-
wants one, grab it now.
Everybody should have been notified already. That
The
already.
people that bought, yeah.
Yeah.
Hi, Bernadine. How is Las Vegas treating you today?
Okay, so I'm going to sew my last piece. I think I did that right. I did. You never know. Last couple of episodes, I've been kind of messing up on my sewing here. That's how we figured out that new tool for the seam ripper with the thread eraser. Did you guys see that one?
Oh,
Did we get
Did we get them?
yeah, I think so.
I didn't think we did. I don't always see everything that comes in, so we might have. And
Yeah, we hide things from her.
they're not lying.
Hot in Las Vegas, yeah. Does it get really cold at night? It's the desert.
When I was a Marine, I was stationed in Barstow, California, which, if you've ever lived in California, Barstow is like the last bit of civilization before you get to Vegas. And the rest of it's just desert.
Well, that'd be them right there. We got
That
a
is
couple
them.
left, and we're ordering
Those are
some
the
more.
only two.
That's the only two. This tool is the one.
sizes?
Mm-hmm.
And it's really cool. It's got this little like almost eraser head on it where you rub it over your threads,
I like that.
and it just pulls all of those little strings out after you cut your threads and clip them. It's cool.
Well, Karen, be safe. The tornado watch there. And it is the season. It
crazy
definitely
weather
starts
right
popping
now.
up everywhere.
It is. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Coming down the window.
Yeah, we do have those set aside for them. I thought that Vicky gave them a call today, Amber, but I'm pretty sure.
Yep.
For Kanye and Cindy.
Yep.
So I think she reached out to him. Hi, Susan.
Yep. Everybody that gets one
Hi,
is
Susan. Jump on in.
So let's get the block laid out. Hopefully I won't mess this one up. The last one was pretty simple and I did.
Those are the trickiest ones because you think you can just whip right through it.
I agree. And obviously I couldn't, so I'm going to sew these like one at a time. Here. And I don't know if my seam is just a little bit too big because my pieces are not quite. So if you've ever had this, so you've pieced your blocks together, so we're not going to rip this out, we're just going to make it work.
Oh, erase it.
Or erase it. So if you've ever had this where you have a little bit on both sides, what that tells you is your seam is not quite a 1/4 inch. And so I'm just going to fudge these and just piece them one at a time, and then we'll piece our rows and just center it on that piece of fabric we cut. So you can kind of see it sticks out a little bit on both sides.
Then what, will you just trim it down?
Nope, we're not going to trim.
Not gonna oh no.
Nope, nope, nope.
Bad word, bad word.
So what we're going to do is just kind of center it on that block a little bit. And the 1/4 inch is enough that you can just fudge that into your quilt project. And still, I'm going to loosen up this presser foot pressure a little bit. I think it's pulling the fabric a little bit. It'll work out. So if you notice going this way, they line up perfectly. So that's how you know if you're piecing along and then you find that you have that, check your 1/4 inches because you're not quite on there. That's a symptom of you don't quite have it lined up yet. Let's grab this one. That never happens to you, does it?
Mm-mm.
Never.
Never.
Or always. There's that.
Well, it's 5/8 of an inch in garment construction and 1/4 inch in quilting. So I'm going to press these seams this direction on this one. So my seams are going out towards the unpieced blocks and then towards the unpieced block on this one. And I'll show you what I mean. So when I line this up, so when you're doing this and you're lining it up, you want to line up these seams right here, right? So see how it sticks up on this side? And if you look over at this side, these will line up as well because they're the same length. It was the sewing here that caused my issue. So when you're doing that, so this is a good teaching moment. So when you're doing that and you have that, you want to line up these intersections right here and right here. And don't worry about this part right here. Your sewing machine is going to catch it. Because nobody wants to go back and recut.
It's my favorite thing to do.
I don't believe you, Marilyn.
You don't?
Nope.
Huh.
And then I'm just making sure my seam is nicely nested there. And then I'm lined up on this other side over here.
Hi, Georgia. Hi, Sherry.
Okay. Yeah,
Looking good.
And there you go. When you open them up, they all look matched up and squared up and like it never happened.
Perfect.
Erasing an issue.
Things you learn as you go. I mean, I learned this because I've done this enough times.
Right? If they need a sign.
If you need a sign. So, yeah, I know how to fix a lot of quilting problems because I've created a lot of my own quilting problems.
Thanks, Jackie. So, I mean, YouTube had some interesting features. I think you can set a reminder of your own for the show. And then, what else on there? Definitely subscribe to the channel if you haven't. We appreciate that greatly.
And smash up that like button.
And definitely hit the like button. We do appreciate that as well. We appreciate all of you.
Well, if it weren't for you, we wouldn't be here.
They asked if you could show that seam again just a little bit. I know you erased it there, but...
Okay, well, we're going to show it again because same problem.
All right.
So if you look, here, let me flip this paper over so you can see a good contrast. So if you look here and here, I have a little bit of shortage on this because when I pieced these together, my 1/4 inch was a little more than a 1/4 of an inch. And even if you look at it, you can, if you quilted enough, you can look at it and go, well, that's not a 1/4 of an inch. It's a little bit too big. And so what you do when you piece these, because these pieces are the same size, the 1/4 inch was missing on this side. This side lines up perfectly. It's this one that was pieced that is a little bit smaller. So when you line these pieces up, let me flip it over so you can see a good example. When you're doing your nested seams, you're going to make sure that this edge of this piece lines up with this edge. And that way, when you sew this together, you're going to have a little bit of a shortage like this. But you'll be able to catch that. So this is about 1/8 of an inch, a little bit less. But you're going to catch your piece, your block, and you're just not going to worry about this extra here that you have. And your block is still going to come out the right size. So line up this piece and this piece and let this shortage just be short. Don't try to slide it up here so that your seams are even. Go ahead and let that green piece right underneath show and stitch over it. And if you want to get close, you can see how I'm going to stitch over it on the machine. So I'm just making sure that my nested seams are lined up. And I'll sew from this side. And then just sew through that seam. So see right here, if you can see, these two pieces are the same, and the black piece is the one that's short. My needle stop in the down position. I'm going to line up these two pieces, and see, you can see this block coming out from on the back side of it, and I'm just going to sew to this seam. And then line up my end pieces here. And I'm going to tug a little bit on this last one because it's a little bit shy and I need a little more. So I'm going to stretch it a little bit. Make sure my seams are facing the right way. And there you go. Turns out great. Let's run the iron over this and we'll be done with this block and we can move on. little bit. It's that one. And there you have it. Block 24. 24. And so these little pieces right here, when we put our sashing on, we'll just do the same thing. We'll line the sashing edge up with these green pieces and then not even worry about the other part, because we'll catch it with the sewing machine and it'll work out perfect. So, 24. Time flies, doesn't it?
It does. It's already, wow, it's going to be Mother's Day. So it's probably a good time to stop and say thanks to all the moms out there from us here. And it's a tough job.
It
So
is.
happy Mother's Day this weekend.
Yes,
to all
happy
of you.
Mother's Day to
Yeah, to everyone.
both of you.
So hopefully you'll have a
To
great
my mom
day
too.
and enjoy the day. So
Okay, so we ready to do the fabric sale?
Do the thread color?
yeah, thread color of the month.
Do you want to talk? It's here.
I was gonna say.
That's one of the ones on the floor.
Yeah.
And it
The one
jumped
I gave
over
him
here.
Giving it a lot of thought and trying to figure out a color for May, and there are a lot of different things going on. Mother's Day, spring, and Memorial Day. So we're going with Memorial Day, and the thread is called Liberty. It is variegated in red, white, and blue. The number is 3852. Is that good, Chloe?
That's perfect.
So make it mine, 3852. If you are not a member of the RFL Thread Club, it's 15% off. If you are a member, it's 20% off. If you're not familiar with the Thread Club, for $20, you get a container that has 12 slots in it. It has a white spool of RFL. Then every thread like this one that you would buy after that is 20% off. So it's a nice little deal. It holds 12 spools. Robert's bringing one over now. He's our go boy. So this is what the box looks like, and it's a spool of white that's in there. So that's $20. Then every spool after that is 20% off. So make it mine. If you want to be part of the Thread Club, let us know that. If not, it's 15% off. That's our May colors.
Very nicely done, Sue. And I love variegated thread.
Oh, I do too. It is so much fun.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of fun. So, okay. What's next?
Fabric.
Okay.
Karen said there's a meteor shower tonight, so
Is there?
Which
so look
one?
out for that. Yeah, I'm
Well,
not
did
sure.
anybody see the pink moon about a week
did.
ago? I
Pink
did too.
Beautiful.
And I think there's supposed to be another one, and I read something about a total eclipse coming up too.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Like a lunar eclipse or an actual solar eclipse?
We just take our blankies outside every night and
Camp out on the deck.
The weather
Hope you
might
can
be
see.
getting there.
I don't know that it's said,
Okay.
but easy to find out, I'm sure.
Yeah, the lunar eclipses, they take a long time though. So,
But fun astrology things coming up.
Yeah,
okay.
exciting.
Shall we bring the fabric over or? Yeah, let's do that.
you want it brought over here?
Girl.
I can bring it.
This is easy.
Yep.
Do a little cleanup so we have room.
Sorry, we did just get these in, so trying to get everybody called. So if I didn't say that already, on the PE 2020s. So if you want one, be sure and call or know somebody that's looking for one. Let us know. I know they're really hard to get.
Yeah, and Carrie pointed out something really important. If you're making orders on YouTube and your username is not your name, will you make sure to add your name as well on your order comment so that we know who to send it to? That would be awesome.
All right, so these are from M&S Textiles in Australia. So the normal price is going to be, and fabric went up. The price on these fabrics is going to be $13.99. We're going to give them to you at the price that we had them before at $11.99. That's just a little bit, about 15% off. I love this one. This is so beautiful.
Yeah, it's a beautiful fabric. It's amazing.
Great colors. So comment, make it mine. It's a minimum of a 1 yard purchase. Let us know whether you want to have it shipped or you want to pick up in store. And the number for this one is KCRE. And it's a kingfisher.
Yeah, it's beautiful fabrics.
Yeah, I love this one. Save me some.
Haha.
Yeah, that's pretty much it's not going to happen. This one is LARP. This is just absolutely beautiful. It looks like the fresco tiles.
Right.
Fresco. It's a fun sounding word too. Fresco.
Is it fresco or fresco?
I think it's fresco, and fresco
Fresco.
is a drink.
Oh, well, there you go.
I don't know if you're interested in sharing this, but each of these bolts has a story
Yeah.
to go along with it because they are artwork and then it's produced into the fabric. And I think if you go on to their website, you can find out the stories that go with these different fabrics. The one Joan's showing now is called Looking Around.
Purple.
Very beautiful.
Very beautiful. LARP. LARP. Comment, make it mine, LARP. Let us know how many yards you want and whether or not you pick up or have it shipped. That I love that. Save me some. Not really.
You can't.
Robert can order more. This is BESP. This one is bush seeds. Purple.
Yep.
And again, these are $11.99. Normal price is $13.99 on these. Very cool. Star in the Sky is the name of this one. STSW. And it is black and white. So it almost looks navy, but it's actually black. And it's got a little bit of purple in this little kind of spin wheel
You see a
thing.
lot of gray in it too.
I'm sorry.
No, okay. This one is LAPD, no relation to Los Angeles. And this is Ladies Dance at Ceremony, purple.
Very, very cool fabric.
Oh,
I like
it's-
this one a lot.
I do too. It's got fuchsia and teal and purple.
Here.
Looks like a
Very cool.
racetrack.
Yeah.
It reminded me of like the crosses, the really old ornate crosses,
Yeah, yeah.
like this Spanish. Okay, this is another Star in the Sky. It's STSB. This one is black instead of the... STSB.
It almost looks like it has a texture to it or something.
It does a little bit.
Hi, Nina. How are you?
Little dots is what makes that texture. This is MGV. Man and Guana. Violet. It's a real pretty kind of fuchsia purple.
Yeah, that one's really cool.
I do
Looks
like
like
this.
oh, it
Colors
is
are really
lizards, right?
beautiful.
Little lounge lizard here.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little lounge lizard. These are cotton.
They are 100% cotton.
Yep.
They are thinner fabrics, kind of like MGV is the number for this one. Kind of like K-Facet fabrics.
Should we put those down there? Or just leave them there? Or carry them to the back?
SRFY. I'm going to open this up because there's a lot to see on this.
You know, Marilyn and I were looking at like this one and the Kingfisher, and there's one more you're going to pull up. If you do One Block Wonders,
Oh, these are perfect
these
for that.
would be phenomenal.
We had a guild do a One Block Wonder, and they came in and bought these fabrics when we had them in before. I just love this. This would make a great border on a quilt or a pillowcase edge. All kinds of fun stuff.
Or a top.
Or a
For yourself?
top. We should keep this one out because our giveaway, this would be perfect.
Mm-hmm.
SRFY for this one. Great color. LARR. Again, this is this fresco look. It's so beautiful. And the pattern is a great repeat. This would be a great complement to any color.
So maybe elaborate just a little bit on what a one block wonder really is. What how to use that and
They're typically sewn in triangles and you cut them apart. I haven't made one, but
I haven't either, but
so
you have to have a certain repeat on it, and you find the part or the main design that you're going to use. I've not made one either, but I believe this is right. And you have to, in order to get it so it does the One Block Wonder, and it comes out kind of like a kaleidoscope in some of them. It takes a fabric that
Hey, Peggy.
on the bolt you may not like at all, but when you cut it into that and put it out, it turns out beautiful. But you have to be precise in getting those exactly on top of each other, and you run a pin and sew.
And that's when you use that mirror.
Yeah.
So they were kind of commenting, some of the viewers helping out, you need a sparsely printed fabric and it comes out kind of like a kaleidoscope, so to speak. Hi, Miss Cranford. Peggy, we did want to thank you very, very much for the note you sent us. That was very sweet.
yes, thank you, Peggy.
We were touched deeply by that, and all our viewers. But we really did appreciate that. So thank you very much.
This one is YGBL.
That's my favorite.
Oh,
Save it.
it's
Yes, it's
Save it.
beautiful.
Okay, so you've got, this is your main design, and so you would start with that. There's a lot of, I'm sure, tutorials out there and books.
there's a lady, she's known, she's out in Kansas, I want to say Manhattan, and she has mastered the One Blocks Wonder quilts, and then she adds borders onto them. And I know that there's a certain way you cut it out, and then you sew it together, and then you cut that apart, and it just works out like magic.
So the viewers commented, a couple different people that are really good, Liz Granberg and Gypsy Dreamer.
I think it is Gypsy
Do a
Dreamer.
lot of one block wonders. So
Yep, YGBL.
check out their work, and something you might want to try. Maybe we need to try it at the shop.
Ooh, one more of that Stars in the Sky. I love these. These are awesome. This is a great make great binding too. So if you cut it and then you put it on your quilt, you have this really cool diagonal pattern. So this is STSP. Beautiful. And I love the color of this lavender.
Yeah, it's a really cool fabric.
Now these we've had in before.
Very
And
popular.
they're very, very popular. I'm going to open it up. This is SANW. And this would make a great shirt. I think we had a customer make a tunic out of it. and it's just this random print. So this is SANW. And again, these are getting at like last year's prices, $11.99 a yard. They will be $13.99 a yard. We have that same one in red, SANR, which would be my favorite. I just love the way this just meanders across the fabric. SANR. And last one, SANB, or no, C. SANC.
Yep.
Charcoal. I was thinking it was going to be black, SANB, but it's not. It's SANC.
That's one of the most popular in their line.
Yeah.
So.
Variegated threads would look good with all of these.
Oh, no doubt.
Debbie said on the one block wonder you cut a triangle and then sew together to make a hexagon.
Yep.
So, thank you, Debbie. You guys are all so knowledgeable.
We have the best customers.
Can you imagine if you could put it all together and everybody had the knowledge? Wow.
Marilyn, do you want to do our giveaway?
Sure, I'll do the giveaway. That was under here.
Yep.
Nope. Oh, yes. All the way under.
Hi, Jennifer.
The giveaway tonight is the Tunic Bible. I don't know how many of you like tunics or wear tunics, but they're easy to make and they're comfortable and they're very versatile. I mean, you can use them for things to wear around the house.
With leggings?
You can use them with leggings. You can use them as a dress. And it gives you wonderful ideas for the collars, different type of, am I doing something wrong?
You're fantastic. No one's told you that today? You're fantastic.
Well, thank you,
See?
Robert.
That's what happens if you tell someone they're fantastic in a day.
Yeah, they just
try
dropped
it,
everything and
it's
just
like, wait, I am fantastic. You're right.
I can go home now.
My day is complete.
yeah. Anyway, it does come, it gives the patterns in here and shows you how to make different necklines out of it, different sleeves. And of course it shows ladies wearing them in different fabrics, which is always helpful. But how to use the book, it gives you instructions on how to use the book. And I thumbed through it and I just was amazed at all the different things they could do, and it looks so easy. So even
And there's
though
patterns too. Paper
yeah,
patterns.
there are patterns. Even though we are a quilt shop, there's nothing wrong with, you know, doing a little self-sewing there.
There you go.
Enjoy that. Whoever gets it, that is the freebie for the week.
Okay.
So
And so how do they get the freebie?
Well, it's kind
How
of
do you
cute.
get registered?
Oh, so if you commented, make it mine tonight, or if there's anything you saw, or if you're the winner, go to any of the websites, quiltershq.com, windmillsewingcenter.com, or qhq.com, and register for Make It Sew, and that gives us your information. And so if you're the winner, we will ship you the book, and if you purchased and you're not local, if you're local, you'll just pick it up, and if you want it shipped, that gives us your information. We will email an invoice to you with a clickable button. You can pay with PayPal or credit card or debit card, and then we will ship it off to you. Shipping is free over $75. Under $75, it's $5.99.
Jennifer, no update on your handlebars yet. I'm supposed to be talking with him tomorrow to see where some of the back ordered parts are. So stay tuned. As soon as I know, I will definitely let you know.
So I come in here and I kind of, isn't that something? I kind of rumble around to see what I haven't seen before, and these are things that kind of popped out at me. And this first one, I love purple. It's one of my favorite colors. We have the jelly rolls, we have the charm packs, and we have the layer cakes. And you know,
This
we've
is so
been,
beautiful.
that is, we've been into the jelly roll quilts, and I think this would make a beautiful jelly roll quilt. Of course, you could use it for all different things.
Did you already get one for yourself?
No, I haven't. I thought about it, but I haven't. I can't even get to my sewing machine. What are you talking about, woman? I live in Disaster Alley right now. So anyway, we have the charm packs. And
They're so pretty. The colors in
They
this are
are.
just
Very dainty.
it is. It's just, and I love the purples and the violets and the greens that go together in that. And the blue and the white even. It just is a really nice packet. So the layer cakes, you know, I should put my glasses on. So give me a second. $39.99 for the Violet Hill layer pack. Say make it mine. Tell us whether you want to ship it or pick it up in the store. And we'd love for you to have that, and we'd love to see what you make with it. The charm packs are $9.99. Violet Hill charm pack, $9.99. Make it mine. Tell us whether you want it shipped or pick it up in the store. And of course, the jelly roll, which would be fun to do and would just make the neatest quilt, I think, since now I'm a great fan of jelly rolls. And the jelly roll is $39.99. And so you say, make it mine, Violet Hill. I don't see that on here. Oh, here it is, Violet Hill jelly roll. And make it mine. Let us know if you want it shipped or you want to pick it up in the store. So that's that one. And then this one I couldn't resist because I'm an old farm girl. Old and farm girl. So our layer cake on this is hens and roosters.
I think it's just fun.
And the colors are wonderful. And it's just a light-hearted, fun kind of pattern on there. And I can just see the hen circle, you know, they call women who get together as a sewing circle, and then there's this hens and the clutch and the whole thing. I don't see any fox in there, so I think you're safe with this one. But the colors that go in with that too, if Robert would want to quit looking over at himself on the monitor and look. The colors are really nice. It's just a very subtle, quiet kind of a.
They remind me of the reproductions and the feed sack.
I was just thinking of that. Yes, they do. So if you're as old as we are and you know what a feed sack is, and that's what a lot of clothing and things were made out of, and pillowcases and stuff, that's what it reminds me of. So that one comes, oh, excuse me. The layer cake is $39.99. Make it mine, and it's called Sweet Fire Road. And say make it mine, whether you want it shipped or whether you want to come in and pick it up. Then the jelly roll for that is $39.99. All the same colors in there, and that would make a darling jelly roll quilt or whatever else you might want to do with the jelly roll. And so that's make it mine, $39.99. Break of day jelly roll. And then the break of day charm pack is $9.99. Make it mine. Break of day charm pack, and tell us whether you want to pick it up or whether you want it shipped. And so those are my picks of the week.
Your pick of the week.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah. I
Nice.
thought they were really cool. So
I should tell you though that all of the pre-cuts are going up as well. So I think the price that I saw for the new stuff is going to be $44.99 for jelly rolls and layer cakes,
that's
and
big.
then $11.99 for charm squares.
really,
So if you are a pre-cut fan, go to your quilt shop and get them now, because the ones that are shipping now are going to be higher.
We do have a winner.
Who's
for
the
giveaway.
winner?
do you?
Katie Loon.
Well,
Katie Lynn,
congratulations.
congratulations.
There's what your book will look like. So just let us know whether you want to pick it up
The one
or
on the
mail
back
it
is
in.
really cute too. Show
Yeah.
me that.
Show them the back. Do you like the woman or the tunic?
The tunic.
Robert was liking the woman, I think.
Nah.
Nah,
Redheads aren't his thing.
redheads aren't his thing. Well,
He's
there was
kinda
a
partial to
brunette
brunettes.
and gray.
Well, we talk about these price increases, and one of the things that we're trying to do for everyone is we're going to search for deals that we can offer you guys as well as the new stuff. So we'll continue to do that
Yep.
as
Sometimes
best we can. Sometimes we can make a buying deal, and so we'll do the best that we can for all of you. So
Yep. When we do, we will offer it back to you. Basics are usually less in price than, fabrics like this collection would be a premium collection. Kimberbell would be a basic. This fossil fern that we have is a basic, and those are, I think, $9.99 a yard. So they are lower price, but sometimes they print more than they can sell. And then after the collection is gone and sold through, then they sell it to us at a discounted price. And I always look for those so that I can bring those to you and give you fabric for $7 or $8 a yard.
Which
So-
we love.
Oh, who doesn't
Yeah,
love that?
good deal.
So
I do have a safety tip you had asked
okay,
me.
Okay.
yeah, go for it.
So I think I've mentioned before,
is it your cat?
my cat's in it, yes.
Okay.
We are having a series of disasters at our house, so it's pretty much turmoil there. And every other day we seem to have somebody coming in, delivering something, picking something up, fixing something, painting something. It's just, I can't even go into all of that story. But every time a delivery man comes to our house, or anybody, any stranger comes to our house, and there's a chance that we're going to open the door, the cat wants out. So if we know somebody's coming, we try to catch the cat, get it pinned up, catch the dog, get him pinned up, because he'll bite men. So we have a biter and a runner.
It's a regular prison felon full of
It is. It's terrible. So I just wanted to give you a word of caution if you have animals like me. Make sure that you have a lot of little gates around that you can put up for the dog. They don't work for the cat. She can jump right over them. So you're going to have to close her in a room, make sure that she has food and that she has a place to go potty. But it's a lot of fun around our house. So that's my safety tip for the animals. And you know how much I love my animals. So thank you, everybody, for listening.
Is the book for sale, or did we just have the one? Kinda pass it
we
on?
just have the one, but if you want one, come and make it mine. I think I can still get this one, and we will
idea of
order
price?
it for you. The price on the book is $29.95. It's a great gift, huh?
I think it's a nice book.
I do too.
I would try several of those.
I love the grass on the front, the
Yes.
bottom row, because it looks
Yeah.
very slimming. But for a tall person, which
Yeah,
I'm
I
not.
have to put a lot of, gathering across the top to make up for the frontage here.
All right, guys. So we're up toward the end of the show, and
Thanks for joining us tonight.
obviously, we want to wish all of you a happy Mother's Day,
Yes.
Yes.
and hopefully you will have
To
a
all of you mothers.
fantastic Sunday, and the weather works out for you, and you get a tiara. Probably, hopefully, everybody should have a tiara, right? So,
And if nothing else, you get to see your children.
so how do we send off the show, ladies?
Make it so.
Make it mine and so. Okay.
I keep messing it up every night.
No.
though.
Have a great
Happy
week,
Mother's Day.
everyone.
Bye.